Hi Libra, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I'm doing your general messages for the week ahead. We've already pulled the oracle cards, so I'll get straight into it. First one you have is Treasure Island, but in the reverse. And this card basically talks about how you could have like a poverty consciousness or like self-worth type of issues. Where you kind of, you've come to a place in your life with whatever this is that you've worked so hard to get to where you are that you're finding it difficult to kind of let go for like more abundance or even a new opportunity or whatever, because you're scared to lose everything that you've acquired, right? And it's kind of saying that if you get, keep yourself trapped in this prison of your own making, then you're going to miss an opportunity. We have the South Node here, which says don't let the past hold you back. And it's basically about exactly that. If there's any sort of past versions of thinking or previous partners or even one that you're currently with that you're scared to let go of, whatever, anything that's unhealthy, right? It's time to kind of let go. Fears, all of that. Let it go, move towards your new beginning. And then we have the Lion Spirit, and it says be generous of spirit. And what this is talking about is that, you are someone who's quite confident in general, and, like someone who's able to kind of spoil the people around you, even if it's just with your time. It doesn't have to be actual money, but it's like Spirit is kind of saying, like, be generous right now, like give someone else something that will make them happy. Whatever that is, like I said, it doesn't have to actually be to do with actual money. So let's get some messages with the tarot for Libra. Okay, so what's the situation with Libra? Okay, we have the Six of Wands. Okay, I'm just going to ask their day-to-day life. We have the Ten of Cups. Okay, what about their heart space? We have the Eight of Wands. Okay, what about their head space? Two of Swords. Makes sense. Okay, and what about their desires? Five of Cups. Virgo got that as well. So you might have Virgo in your chart, or you could be dealing with a Virgo. So bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Swords, we have the Seven of Pentacles, and we have the King of Cups. So with these energies at the bottom of the deck, I do see you at a point where maybe you're kind of becoming either like a little bit colder than what you were, or you're communicating more harshly than what you were before, because at this time, instead of operating from your heart space, at the moment you're operating from a place of your mind, like head over heart type of decisions. You could also be setting boundaries. Maybe you've had enough and you're like, no, and you're putting up like a firm hand down, we also have at the bottom of the deck, at the bottom of the deck as well is the Seven of Pentacles. So you could be in a position where you're invested into something, but you're wondering, is this worth the investment? Am I going to continue to pour into this situation? And what happens if I don't get anything out of it, So you're in that consideration phase. You're not, making any decisions right now. You're just considering it. But then with the King of Cups, I do see that there is a lot of love here, a lot of care between you and another person. It could be both ways, or it could be one over the other. Maybe someone at the moment is very loving and the other one is like kind of, got their walls up. Or it could be that, maybe you're just setting boundaries because you are getting to this place of you're emotionally mature, so you're wanting to kind of set the boundaries of towards someone that you love. So let's see what the rest of the tarot has to say. Okay, so with the Six of Wands here, the situation at the moment, I feel like you're actually kind of in a position of that you're celebrating at the moment. Maybe you feel like you are being appreciated, that you are recognized. You know, this could be in work, it could be with your relationship, it could be your friends. Either way, like, you know, you're also putting yourself out there, like people are starting to kind of see you in a way, like you're maybe even in the spotlight a little bit, you know. But there's recognition and success here with whatever the situation is. In your day-to-day life, we have the Ten of Cups. So I feel like you are quite happy in general, you know. This is something that either you are in a fully committed relationship, or marriage or something like that, or it is that, you know, that in general you are just, you know, things in life at the moment seem to be quite happy. You could be spending a lot of time with family, you know, whatever the situation is, it's just that you guys are in a good space, let's say. If it's work, it's like something that makes you very happy to do this job, you know. And then we have the Eight of Wands. So with the situation at the moment in your heart space, I feel like you kind of are excited at the moment. You're wanting to gain momentum. You want to see progress, and things are progressing, but things are happening very fast at the same time, which excites you at the moment, but we'll get a clarifier on that. And then we have the Two of Swords in your headspace. The Two of Swords is about feeling a bit stuck, indecisive, right? Especially in your headspace. So you could be in a place right now where, you know, you're needing to make a decision, but it's very difficult for you to kind of make a final decision. And the only thing that's going to help you with the Two of Swords is going within, you know, not looking for external answers. It's actually going within, and what do you want? What does Libra want? And that's the deciding factor, you know, meditate on it. And then with your desires, we have the Five of Cups. So I feel like at the moment you're feeling a little bit disappointed, maybe a bit sad, with something that you really wanted to work out. And you might even have a little bit of regret. But also the Five of Cups is about grief, but it is also about focusing on the grief and needing to let go of that and move on from it, because there is still positivity here. There still is the Two of Cups. For example, there still is love in this situation, or there still is mutual benefit and mutual respect if it's, you know, someone who's not a partner. So I do feel like you need to kind of let go of whatever the past is, like this one, don't let the past hold you back, and move towards the future with that positive outlook, you know. So I'm going to get some clarifiers for you, for Libra. Okay, let's see, what is the Six of Wands? We have Justice. Okay, that's Libra energy. So I feel like with Justice at the moment, clarifying, and then we have the Sun at the bottom of the deck, that's Leo energy. Yeah, you're definitely in a place of like well-deserved recognition, basically. Like things are balancing out, things are fair at the moment, and I feel like someone is appreciating you for something that you've worked towards, you know, like it's a deserved type of appreciation. With the Sun at the bottom of the deck, it's something that makes you very happy, you know, something's coming to light that, you know, maybe someone's bringing balance into this situation to give you the recognition that you deserve, you know, and that makes you really happy. With the Ten of Cups, okay, that's way too many cards. I'm putting those back. Okay, what is the Ten of Cups? The Seven of Wands. So in your day-to-day life, like I said, that you're happy, but you're also feeling very guarded and protective. Maybe you feel like, you know, you need to stand up for yourself in some way. But in general, it is like maybe you feel like you need to stand up for yourself when it comes to your family. Or maybe you're feeling defensive when it comes to your marriage, or whatever the situation is. There's a part of you that feels like you have a leg to stand on with whatever this is, with you protecting your happiness as well at this time. Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck, you could be relying on other people, feeling supported, like by friends, or generally speaking, it's other feminine energies. So at this time, there's something, you're defensive over your happiness, and you are getting the happiness that you need from people who are supportive around you. Okay, and then what is the Eight of Wands? We have the Fool and the Six of Pentacles. So you're excited about whatever this new beginning is, and you're feeling like there needs to be an equal give and take. We have the Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck, which is the same as this energy. So with whatever this boundary is that you're thinking, or this place where you're like thinking more with your head than your heart type of thing, whatever it is exciting to you. You are kind of still, you know, thinking about it and coming up with a decision and ready to kind of get towards that place. But there is, like I said, there's a new beginning. You kind of needing to kind of take a leap of faith here. And it is going to bring you balance. Like, you don't have to worry about money with the situation. Like, you know, it's a generous type of thing. Like, either you're going to get what you need, or also you're going to give to someone else in that same position, you know, whatever the situation is. So what's the Two of Swords? We have the Wheel of Fortune. So basically things are changing at the moment, and things are changing for the better, right? But I feel like you are seeing this as an ending that is hurtful and, you know, hard and like sad to go through, like very painful, you know. Whereas with the Two of Swords here, it's like maybe that's why you're resisting this ending, but things need to change. And the Wheel of Fortune is a very positive energy. It's like, you know, you're destined to go in this direction. Like, the wheels are turning, go with them, you know, go with the flow. And then we have the Five of Cups, which is the Knight of Wands. Okay, bottom of the deck we have the Lovers. I feel like this is a disappointment to do with either someone that you're connected to, like I said, maybe you're in a relationship, or it could be that this is a disappointment that you have with a choice that you need to make, and like it's getting you to a point of like, yes, again, it is very exciting, it's very passionate, it's very driven, like you're wanting to go on this trip, but at the same time you're worried about a lack of consistency, or you know, like you're worried about the grounding of this. So it's either, like I said, a choice, or it could be maybe a lover. If you're single, for example, it's like a lover that's in and out, hot and cold, and it's kind of like this for you is it's sad and disappointing, and it's you finding it difficult to kind of move on, you know. So keep that there. Next portion then, Libra, I'm just going to do a quick little love reading for you, just to see where you're at. Okay, so what are Libra's feelings towards their person? We have karma, consequences, cause and effect, and debts. Okay, and then we have stress, turbulence, tension, and arguments. So you could be in a situation with this person at the moment where things are not going well. Like I said, there's this defensive energy here, you know, and needing to stand up for yourself, and it is causing you a bit of stress, and maybe there's just a bit of arguments or tension or whatever it is. But with karma being here, that's also the Wheel of Fortune, you know. It's like these are things that need to happen, it's destined to happen. So you could feel like this is a karmic person. You could also feel like, you know, that they're gonna get their karma if they do something bad, but also you feel like, you know, this is things like whatever's happening, whatever's wrapping up here, whatever's the situation that's wrapping up here, you do feel also, like I said, you're also getting karmic justice here, right? Like something that's well-deserved recognition and appreciation, you know. So that's where you're at. You're like a balance between everything, you know. Everyone needs to have their good and bad karma in your mind. So let's see, what is the... Okay, I was going to ask what's your person's feelings. So that's confusion, uncertain, unclear, and unsure. And we have loyalty, trusting, reliability, and believing. I feel like this person's confused about how they feel about you, but they do feel loyal to you, whether they're with you or without you. They feel like they're able to trust you, and they want to be reliable and you know, be at a point where you guys, you know, I feel like they're showing blind loyalty, you know, because they're confused and they're not sure, but they're still loyal to you, you know. but they're unsure of their feelings at this time as well. So let's see. Some romance angels. What does Libra need to know? We have forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. That's the past. Don't let the past hold you back. You know, there's something from the past you need to forgive. Okay, what else for Libra? We have chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. Definitely with that Knight of Wands, and the love is clarifying that. There's definitely something that is, you know, you guys are very attracted towards each other, you know. What else? Let's get one more. Like the physical, there's no issues with the physical at all. Okay. For Libra, we have, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. And then bottom of the deck, let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. So it could be, you know, maybe that's something that you need to do. But it is also, you know, like for example, this Treasure Island in the reverse, it did say about, you know, you're in a prison of your own making. So let go of control of that and just kind of see what happens. And you've already met the romantic partner you seek. It could be this person. It could be someone completely different, but you already know this person anyway. And then these messages are messages from your person. They're usually for people in separation. So please only take what resonates. So for Libra, what would their person say to them if they weren't holding anything back? I know that I crossed the line with you. What else would they say from their heart space? I wish I could take back my words. And we have, my life is not as together as it seems. And then I lost myself for a little while. Okay. So that is what I have for you, Libra. I hope you found a message that resonated, and I will see you guys again soon. Take care.